What's up, my friends? Welcome to Revolution, your 31 days of yoga. It's day 5 and I'm feeling alive, and today's practice is all about rhythm and cultivating the sense of listening so you can really be true to your own rhythm, to the beat of your own drum. All jokes aside, I feel like this is really important because if you practice cultivating a graceful rhythm on your yoga mat, you're going to be able to have a graceful and more connected, amazing rhythm off your yoga mat. So hop into something comfy and let's get started. All right, my sweet friends, let's begin in extended child's pose today. So if extended child's pose is not your jam, then you can just start in cross-legged. Otherwise, we'll bring the knees as wide as the yoga mat and start to walk the fingertips on out. Now, as you do this, even here, can you start to connect to just this idea, even this sensibility of what is my rhythm today? And as you slowly bow the forehead to the mat, or if you're seated cross-legged, you can just draw your chin to your chest. Take a second to close your eyes and go inward and just feel it out. What's my energy level? What is occupying my thoughts? And then together, and know that you're not alone. We're going to do this together and with a ton of other people across the globe, the planet. We're going to take a deep breath in and then hold the breath at the top of the inhale. Retain the breath here. And then exhale, empty it all out. 2 more times. Big inhale. Pause. Retain the breath. Hold it at the top. And then exhale. Empty it all out. Let go of the day thus far. Let it go. And 1 more time. Big inhale. Pause, hold at the top, retain the breath, relax the face, the shoulders, start to drop in for your practice today. And exhale, let it go, empty it out. Awesome. Here we go, pressing into the tops of the feet. I'm gonna slowly shift my heart space over towards the left side of the mat and then begin to inhale as I come forward. Shine your heart forward, stretch, and then exhale, rounding through. So if you're a longtime YWA homie, you know that I often refer to this as drunk cat-cow. So, and the reason I originally said that is I want people to think of the spine dropping, the belly dropping and the spine curve of cat and cow as they do this. And so then the spine rounding as you come back. Let me articulate that better. As you inhale, drop the belly. And this is the cow pose here. And then as you exhale, rounding through, this is the cat pose. So we're not just going in the circle, but we're finding this loose articulation in the spine. And this is a situation or a scenario where you really do have to find your own cadence and your own soft rhythm. Keeping up with the synchronization of the breath with the movement and the movement to the breath. So reverse your circle if you haven't already, and then just keep exploring your body and space here. So we're getting a little freaky. Day 5, feeling alive. So really try to notice what it feels like to be alive today. Roll around in the hips. Maybe it's your shoulders that are speaking to you today, so allow your rhythm to come forward and work out through the shoulders. It's a bit of a freestyle here as you move with your breath. Starting with that cat-cow articulation and then letting it veer wherever feels good. So keep it soft and easy, especially if this whole relationship to yoga and even just body awareness is new. You want to move soft and easy so you don't hurt yourself or confuse any parts. And then we're going to take this same exploration, and I just want to point out that for a lot of people it's going to be different, or it's going to be difficult and different, because this is different than just being told what to do. I'm telling you to try to find your rhythm today, and so if you repeat this practice ever, it'll be different every time. And it's much easier to be told what to do, so just know that if you're having a hard time with this, You are not alone. I am here with you. Wonder how many times I'm saying that on this channel. So you can use the same exploration. Hopefully you're still playing. If not, get back in there. Same exploration to make your way to down dog. So there's no rush. You're the choreographer here. And practice moving gracefully at a rhythm that is really true to yourself. And the more we practice doing that on the mat, the more we are able and most capable of doing that off the mat, moving gracefully, being really true to our own rhythm. When we practice doing that, it's really most helpful when we're trying to create healthy habits. So that's why diets don't really work for me or anything like that, because they're restricting. But this long and ongoing practice of listening to your own rhythm is, at least in my opinion, more fruitful, more beneficial. Okay, so hopefully by now we're all in down dog, pedaling it out, finding a cadence here with the breath, maybe a little motion in the ocean, so no need to be rigid here, basically. And then you're going to take this and walk it all the way up. Again, see if you can have some fun and break your routine of floating to the top or slamming your legs up to the front and center, and just see if you can explore rhythm, tempo, cadence, pace. We'll meet in forward fold. If you're still with me, awesome work. Inhale lots of love in. And exhale lots of love out. Forward fold. Same thing here. You might take the fingers to one side of the mat and then the other. And best you can. So we're exploring the space here with our body, but also we're allowing the breath to really take over, to lead the rhythm. Rhythm is gonna get ya, rhythm is gonna get ya, rhythm is gonna get ya. Rhythm is, I can't stop, sorry. Tonight, tuck the chin into the chest, and let's roll it up. And as you roll up, rather than just hitting your mark, not that any of you would do that, try to connect the dots. So as you rise up, allow one thing to bleed into the next. Maybe taking one ear over one shoulder, maybe looping the shoulders, taking a moment to fix your pants, your shirt, whatever you need. Benji's not here, but perhaps for you, it's like pushing dogs away, children. Not that you would kick your child or your dog, but friendly shove. So find a little movement that feels good here, and then we're gonna get freaky. It's day 5. Come on now. We're gonna just find soft, easy movement in the hips. So you have the neck, the shoulders to play with, the hips, and then the knees, and then the feet. And so now it's like you're feeling alive, day 5, finding your rhythm on the dance floor. So if you're a very shy, contained person, I know this can be a lot. So just start with your feet, if that's you, and just work with the feet and the ankles. For some personalities and for some energy levels today, it'll be like full on, you know. Stella got her groove back. So just figure out what it is for you today. And then my biggest suggestion is to not decide where it ends. And so it's really a big metaphor, right? The body is a big metaphor. This is, all the great yoga teachers can kind of agree that the body is a metaphor here. And so the theme, rhythm, is also a metaphor for you to just cultivate a listening, right? To your body. And the more you're able to do this here with me now on day 5, the more likely you are to do this in line at the grocery store, have awareness, or maybe you get out of the shower, you do a little nude rhythm. Hey, you will do it. To be alive. This is what it means to feel alive to me, is to really have this listening and this awareness of, oh, what's my rhythm like today? What's my natural cadence like today. Okay, so enough of that. Let's bring the feet together, really together, and create one strong base point here. Then loop the shoulders and inhale, find lift up through the front body, ground through the back body. So lengthen the tailbone down and lift the hip points. Think about them shining up towards the sky. And then imagine you're leaning against a wall here. So tuck your chin into your chest and find length through the back of the neck. And then slowly shift your weight to your left foot and we'll interlace the fingertips and soft and easy catch your right knee, squeeze and lift it up and in. You can rotate the right ankle one way and then the other. And just notice if you've lost that lift up through the sternum, and notice if your shoulders are creeping up towards your ears. So counter that by drawing the shoulder blades down the back body and lifting up through that center plumb line. Cool. Inhale in, squeeze and lift. Then exhale to release and switch. Shift your weight gently over to the right foot. Peel up through the left heel. Then when you're ready, we'll catch just below the left knee. And again, play with that energetic lift, taking in yesterday's theme of prana, cultivating that energy from the base of the spine, finding that lift up through the chest, finding any movement in that left foot that feels good. And then remember to honor where you're at today. So if your balance is off, cool. Way to be human, way to be alive. Way to not be a robot. All right, one more big breath in. And then release, whoa. All right, feet come together, really together. Inhale, reach for the sky, fingertips spread, big full body stretch. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lifts you up halfway, moving with your breath. And exhale, soften and bow. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step the right toes back, followed by the left. And then you're gonna move at your own pace. So this is yogi's choice. You can go belly to cobra here or chaturanga to up dog, but move at a rhythm that feels good. Mindful and with the breath. Big inhale to open your heart, and then big exhale to make your way to downward dog. Maybe you consider moving through water today, just as a way of breaking your normal patterns. This is a great way to shine a little light in the dark places and wake up muscles of the body that we need to reach our goals physically, but that we often don't get to when we just keep working the same parts over and over. So moving as one moving part. One solid piece. Hey-o! Okay, inhale, look forward and find your way all the way up to the top. Take your time. Uttanasana, forward fold. And then move with your breath. Inhale to lift up halfway. And then use your exhale to soften and bow. Use your inhale to reach for the sky. Stand all the way up nice and tall. Take up space. And then exhale, hands to heart. Bring the feet together without looking down. Beautiful. Inhale, soft knees, reach for the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Your inhale lifts you up halfway. And your exhale takes you back down. Plant the palms. Your inhale sends your toes back. Your exhale takes you all the way down, belly to cobra or chaturanga to up dog. Your inhale opens your heart. And your exhale takes you back, downward dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Bend your knees generously. Belly comes to the tops of the thighs. Big breath in. As you inhale, look forward. And exhale, make your way to the top. Move from a place of connect. Beautiful. Big inhale lifts you up halfway. Exhale to soften and bow. Inhale, root to rise here. Reach it up. Breathe in. And exhale, hands to heart. Shift your weight to your left foot. Inhale, lift the right knee up. So repeat what we did before, squeezing and lifting. You can stay here, or this time we'll draw the left thumb to the sternum just to give you a little reminder to lift up through the heart. We'll slide the right hand down to the right ankle. Keep that right knee in towards the midline as you come to a nice quad stretch. Flex the right foot, open up through the right chest. I'll open up so you can see here. Open up through the right shoulder, right chest. And maybe send your gaze all the way up. Beautiful. Stay here working on nice stability, strong quad stretch, or you'll play a little bit in Dancer by bringing your right hand to the arch of your right foot, so the inner arch. Keep that right knee squeezing in, lifting up through the front body, and maybe you come forward. So I'm coming to this posture today because this is a great one where you have to kind of find your own rhythm and your own cadence, otherwise you go kerplat. And if you fall, don't worry, we'll catch you. Shake it off. Keep soft bend in that standing leg for protection of the knee. And you play, kicking the foot into the hand and reaching the hand all the way towards the back edge of your mat so your right arm is straight. And you might play a little here, breathing. And then slowly, wherever you are, bring it all the way back in and up. Squeeze the right knee into the chest. And then exhale, set it down with care. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Big inhale lifts you up halfway. Exhale to soften and bow. Inhale, step or hop it back to plank. Belly to cobra or chaturanga to up dog. Move with your breath. Enjoy being in the driver's seat here. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Take a nice cleansing breath in through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth. Take it for a slow walk up towards the front edge. Make your way to the top. Just changing it up every time, and then bring the feet together and inhale, halfway lift. Find something new. And then exhale, soften and bow. Root to rise, big inhale, reach for the sky. And exhale, hands at the heart, namaste. Shift your weight to the right foot. Slowly peel the left knee up, moving from a place of connect. So we can work here. We can even use a wall or a chair to help us with our balance. Engaging the muscles of the glutes. Squeezing your thighs to the midline. Finding that lift up through the chest. Stay here, or right thumb to the sternum, just as a little reminder. And we'll slide the left fingertips down to the left ankle. Keep that knee hugging into the midline, so move nice and slow. Soft bend in that standing leg. Hold on to your focal point, and we come to the quad stretch here. So left shoulder blade wraps around and draws down, and we lift up through the heart. Fabulous little sequence for runners here, by the way. And actually rhythm, this is kind of a great point for runners. And you hear runners speak to this all the time too. So now playing in Dancer, if you like, bringing the left hand to the arch of the left foot. But a lot of runners will talk about how they have to basically establish their form and their rhythm, and then they just relax into that. But without establishing the form and the rhythm, it's very difficult. So remember day one, finding the ease, the sukha here as you draw energy up from the pelvic floor, but then soften through the face and play here, Dancer pose. Breathing. And then with control, best you can, come back. Squeeze the left knee in. We'll catch up with all our homies here. So even if you're standing, lift that left knee. Inhale all together now. And then exhale, place it down with love and care. Fabulous. Inhale, reach for the sky. And exhale, rain it down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale to soften and bow. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step the right toes back, step the left toes back. Move through a vinyasa, optional here, or you can also move straight to downward facing dog. In downward dog, we'll take another deep breath in and cleansing breath out through the mouth. Shake the head a little loose here. Press away from your yoga mat, so lift your hip creases up towards the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, slowly lower to the knees. Child's pose. Awesome work. Take your fingertips all the way down towards your toes and relax. Soften through your jaw. Now really listen to the rhythm of your breath. Man, if you were to take anything away from today, it's just this relationship with the rhythm of your breath. When you get worked up or when somebody hurts you. A woman accidentally elbowed me the other day, or I say accidentally, but who knows. And it really got to me. I just took a deep breath in and focus on a nice, slow, and even exhale out. And then I continued on my merry way. So please, my friends, close your eyes here, relax your jaw, and do not cheat yourself of this precious, precious conversation with your breath. Sweet, then press into the tops of the toes and slowly come back to all fours. So the way in which you move in and out of things too has everything to do with kind of how you're feeling that day, the rhythm. So pay attention as we come back to tabletop position. And we'll inhale, send the right leg out. Turn the right toes down. And then exhale, draw that right knee all the way up and in. We'll come to a nice low lunge again. Walk that left knee back if it feels good. Loop the shoulders, inhale. And then exhale, bring the right hand around to meet the left. So today we're gonna open up the right toes, let them spill off the outer edge of your mat here. And then loop the shoulders and inhale, open your heart forward. So a lot of people tend to collapse here, so don't forget to allow them. In fact, come onto the top of that back foot today. Let's play with that as a grounding point, as a rooting point. So connect your left toes to the crown of your head. All right, now here we go. Stay strong in your foundation. I'm going to slowly walk the hands off the left side of the mat. So left arm and right arm are straight but not locked. And I'm going to inhale in here and then exhale. Think downward facing dog here. Breathing deep. If you want a more fiery practice today, you can lift that back knee all the way up. So right hamstring is parallel to the earth. Front knee over front ankle. Reach that left heel back. If you lifted the back knee, take one more breath. And everyone slowly release. Bring the back knee to the ground. Walk it back in, and we're gonna turn. Left hand comes to the earth. We're gonna turn to twist, but take the right hand all the way up and back. See if you can grab the outer edge of your right foot. Big stretch here, breathing in deep. Now, last but not least, you're gonna maybe bend the elbow so that you can loop the shoulder, really wrap that right shoulder around and down and open up toward the sky. Now kick your left foot into your right hand and inhale, find a big breath. And exhale with control. So resist the slingshot effect here with control. Release everything back down. Walk the right foot back to center, plant the palms, curl the back toes under, downward facing dog. Just for one breath, you got this. Big breath in, lift the hip creases. Big breath out as you lower the knees down, tabletop position. Wonderful, left leg goes out, inhale, left toes down. Exhale, draw it all the way up and in. Nice low lunge. Take your time. Walk the right knee back if it feels good, and then again, allow the news from down below to travel all the way up, maybe pressing into the top of that back foot for a nice root. So find your breath here. And then when you're ready, left hand comes around to meet the right, and we slowly, being really mindful of what's going on in the hip, listen and send the left toes to spill off. Breathing deep here, opening up through the heart, the chest. Then stay here. You can also come to fists, or we'll walk the hands slowly, gently, all the way off the right edge. Walking the palms out. There's an option here to curl the back toes under and lift if you want something a little more fiery. Otherwise, keep that back knee nice and low. So keep the wrap of the shoulder blades here, my friends, no matter what variation you're in. And keep that awareness through the crown. Inhale in deeply. And then use your exhale to, with control, lower that back knee, come all the way back. Left foot stays where it's at, right hand comes to the earth, and we inhale, open up towards the left, twist, bend the right knee, and try to catch the outer edge of your right foot. So once you feel like you have it, loop the shoulder and find length as you open up through the chest. You can maybe come onto the outer edge of that left foot here if you like to. So stick with your rhythm, stick with your breath, stay present. And then try to kick your foot into your hand and then straighten the arm. One more breath. And then resist the slingshot effect. It's hard here, but nice and in control. Release. Walk the left foot back to center. We come to a nice low lunge. Plant the palms. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, final down dog as you send the hips up high. Step the left toes back. Deep breath in. And exhale, step all the way up to your hands. Take your time, however you want to get there. Maybe practice a little kick, a little hop. We'll come all the way down and through to a seat. And all the way onto your back. Really nice work, everyone. So again, it's not what we do, but how we do it. So even as you transition to your back here, stay present. And when you get there, get centered on your yoga mat. And send the arms out to a Texas T. So we're gonna play in reclined twist. So allow the shoulder blades to really come underneath your heart center. So this area of the body where we place that heart energy. And then plant the palms down firmly and then press up off the toes to scoop the tailbone up. In fact, for me, it helps to give it a little hook just to really feel lower back flush with the mat. Now, rather than floating to one side and holding, you're gonna play here. Use your palms for stability. Try to keep your shoulder blades on the mat. So that's a tricky part. Try to keep your shoulder blades on the mat, at least for a couple go-rounds. And you're just gonna slowly go back and forth, back and forth. This is so great for the digestive organ, so great for your core muscles, so great for the spine. And then you just find a little rhythm. Maybe the top leg extends. I have to move my mic here. Can't play. Okay, here we go. And so you're exploring now here. Once you feel like you know what you're doing, or you can at least trust the flow, close your eyes or soften your gaze. You can allow the legs to hover for more core work. You can allow both legs to extend. Please keep moving with your breath. Can start to integrate the neck. And then when you're satisfied, bring it back to center. And we'll take a happy variation of a happy baby. So reach in towards the inner arches. And again, I said this before, but you can just do one leg at a time if that's better for you. Reach your tailbone towards the front edge of the mat. Kick the soles of your feet up towards the sky. Ground down through the shoulders and breathe in deep. Let your hamstrings get some sunshine here. Spread your toes like a crazy person. And then last but not least, kick your feet into your hands and gently with love tug your hands down into your feet. Inhale, send awareness all the way to your bum, your coccyx, all the way down to that root chakra. And then release everything. Awesome work today, my friends. Extend the legs out long. Inhale, big full body stretch. So sweep the fingertips all the way up, up, up. And then exhale, float them down. And 2 more times. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, float it down. And inhale, way to practice listening. Ruling, empowering yourself. Exhale, float the hands down. To be present with what is going on today. And so by really having a solid relationship with your inner world, you're able to have more I won't say control, but more grace, more malleability, maybe a more open mind when rocking out in the free world. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, let everything go. Rhythm. Lots of great songs with rhythm in it, so not to distract you as you go into your Shavasana, but you know what? This is a journey. This is a fun thing. Share with us your favorite song that has rhythm in it. I already did the Gloria Estefan one, so you can't do that one. That's cheating. I want to thank you for showing up here today, day 5. We're almost through 1 week. It's going to become more difficult to show up for yourself. So I'm going to show up, and a lot of other people will too, and there's a place for you at the table. So please tell your loved ones, write it in your diary. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's day 6, so some of you might know what that means. It's tradition. Bring the palms together. From my heart to yours. Namaste.